This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And if you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Daniel. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
Lions, first down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Walker eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and
on 2nd and goal. Walker. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
1st down.
A 1st down throw for Daniel. Amendola catching it left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Packers 7, Lions nothing.
From the 24, Daniel. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Enough takes to start you out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. It's Daniel. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
12 yards there and a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second down and goal. Daniel, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Complete.
Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about...
It got his man complete. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Lions 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 2nd and 7, Daniel. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniel. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 30 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21, Lions 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back, and you're under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing deep for Galladay. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Kenny Galladay. Incomplete. It's third down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
On fourth down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox, as he's on to punt for the first time. And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Rodgers now on first down. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, probably they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
One of the underrated aspects of Devontae Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. His kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's Walker on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Throwing is Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And it in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Walker. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Packers 42, Lions 7.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Walker forced out to his left. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Jackson on the tackle.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Walker. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Complete to Danny Amendola. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
First from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. He'll give this one to Galladay. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Josh Jackson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. To return, here's Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Operating from the gun, Walker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and the Lions will take over.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it in it? And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they will take a knee here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Walker. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now Walker. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's final score, Packers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.